Welcome guys back to another video in the channel. Today we're doing a preview for the game Manchester City versus Liverpool. This is a big game in the Premier League as Liverpool have just been crowned champions of England and they'll be receiving a guard of honour at the Etihad Stadium according to Pep Guardiola. And it'll be interesting to see what happens in this game. Will Liverpool just forget about the league or will they just keep going, try to set some records in terms of points? And we'll be finding out in this big game in the Etihad Stadium. And for Manchester City in the league, there isn't much to play for anymore because they're on 63 points. Obviously, the league is out of sight now for them. But they just need to make sure Leicester City or even Chelsea don't start catching up on them. That's all they have to do. Obviously, they could be banned from Europe, so even that Champions League spot could be no good to them. But we'll have to see what happens in that respect because Manchester City, they will be looking to the Champions League and then they will be looking to the FA Cup, especially after their 2-0 win against Newcastle, which they were very dominant in. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Liverpool, of course, are number one in the league. They have been so good this season. They've just been past everyone else and you can't argue with them. They are deserved champions. So Liverpool, congratulations to them, and I've done a video on that, so please go check that out on my channel. And let's go straight into the predicted lineup for the two sides. We'll start off with Liverpool, actually. Their last game was against Crystal Palace. They did smash them 4-0, and the scorers in that game were Trent Alexander-Arnold with a superb free kick, Mohamed Salah, Fabinho actually scoring a really good goal, and Sadio Mane scoring a decent finish from a ball over the top. So I think the lineup will be pretty similar to that game. I just use that as a template. So starting off in goal, I'm going to go with Alisson. Obviously, there's no other keeper that's going to fill in for Alisson. Adrian did fill in at the start of the season. He did a half-decent job, but Liverpool know why they needed a top-class keeper in Alisson because he's superb. On the right-hand side, like a 4-3-3, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Again, he got a superb goal against Crystal Palace, and Liverpool have had pretty much like a week off. So they'll be raring to go in this big game against City. City did have the FA Cup game, so they might rest a few players. Who knows? We'll have to see about that. And Trent Alexander-Arnold will go on the right-hand side. The two centre-backs, first of all, I'm going to go with Joe Gomez. I thought he played really well, defended solidly against next to Van Dijk against Crystal Palace, and I think he will continue his run in the side. I think he is playing a bit better than Joel Matip right now. So that's why I'm going to keep him in the side ahead of him. Next to him, I'm going to go with Van Dijk. Obvious reasons, best centre-back in the world, which is why I'm going to keep him there. Left-hand side, I'm going to go with Andy Robertson. He is, again, probably one of the best left-backs in the world right now, so there's no reason to take him out the side, especially in the biggest game of the season against City. In the midfield, I'm going to go with Fabinho. Again, he did score a brilliant goal against Crystal Palace, and I think he has to stay in the side. Next to him is the captain, Jordan Henderson. He has been superb this season, leading the side to the first league title in 30 years. So I think he will be determined to try win this game against Manchester City to try and consolidate what has been an amazing season. Next to that is Georginio Wijnaldum. Again, he is a very solid midfield player and he's in Liverpool's best 11, so which is why I'm going to keep him in the side. That's Wijnaldum. Up front, the three front players is going to be the usual front three, Mane, Firmino and Salah. They've just been so good together and just rounded off what is an amazing Liverpool team. And hopefully they can keep going and see how long they can stay together as a front three, because you do have Barcelona, Real Madrid looking at these players. So we'll see what happens with that. But at the moment, Mane and Salah did score in the last game against Crystal Palace. So we'll see how these three perform against Manchester City's sort of weak defence, but we'll have to see how it is. Laporte is back, as we all know, but we'll have to see how they do in this one. Next up, we're going to look at Manchester City. In their last game, they did play in the FA Cup, and it was against Newcastle. Very dominant 2-0 win. Kevin De Bruyne scoring on his birthday, a penalty goal, and Raheem Sterling scoring a beautiful shot into the top right-hand corner. I actually saw that goal. And we're going to go straight into the predicted lineup for the Man City-Liverpool game for Man City's lineup. So first of all, in goal, I'm going to bring back Ederson. Bravo did play in that game against Newcastle, but I do expect Ederson to be coming back for that one. On the right-hand side, I'm going to go with João Cancelo. I think he is a bit more preferred to Pep Guardiola, so I think João Cancelo will get ahead of Kyle Walker, but if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section below. I'm not a huge City fan, so I'm not too sure. Laporte will be the one next to Kyle Walker in the centre-back position. I think Laporte is City's best centre-back. They do need to improve and get another centre-back, but at the moment he is the best centre-back and he has to play against Liverpool. Next to him, I'm going to stick with Otamendi. I don't see John Stones coming back anytime soon. I think Otamendi and Laporte, I think with City, they just need to keep the same partnership going, try and build a partnership in the centre-back role, because that's something they struggled to do over the last few months. So I think trying to keep those two together will be a good thing to do, and I think Pep Guardiola might go for that. On the left-hand side, I'm going to go with Alexander Zinchenko. I think Mendy will come out for this game. I think he's a rotational left-back at the moment for Manchester City. He played alright against Newcastle, and I think Zinchenko will come back for this one. I'm going to go with a 4-3-3, and first one is Kevin De Bruyne. He did score against Newcastle. He just keeps on scoring. Kevin De Bruyne, I think he will continue his run in the side. Simple as. And next to Kevin De Bruyne, I'm going to go with Rodri, sort of in the CDM sort of role. I think Rodri is probably the best at CDM at the moment, and he is a really, really good player, and I think he will continue his run in the side. Next to him, I'm going to go with David Silva. I think they need quite a lot of experience against Liverpool if they will try to overrun their backline to try and cause some problems. Someone like David Silva could be able to do that, which is why I'm going to go with David Silva. Going into the front three, as the main striker, I'm going to go with Sergio Aguero. Gabriel Jesus did play the game against Newcastle, but I think Aguero will come back into the lineup for the Liverpool game. On the left-hand side, I'm going to go Raheem Sterling. For obvious reasons, he was brilliant against Newcastle, and he's been brilliant all season, and probably one of the most improved players in the Premier League this season by a stretch. So that's why I'm going to go Raheem Sterling. On the right-hand side, I'm going to go Riyad Mahrez. You might want to go Bernardo Silva, but I think Riyad Mahrez has been superb this season. He shows a lot of what he showed in the Leicester title winning season, which is what he does best. A bit of skill, turn on the left foot, bang into the top corner. He's shown lots of that, especially when he's trying to cross the ball. So I'm going to go with Riyad Mahrez for that one. We're going to predict the score now, and I think it's going to be a very tight game. I don't expect this to be like a free-flowing, loads of goals game. I just don't see it, because I think Liverpool trying to, try and not lose this one, City probably try and not get smashed. So I am expecting a draw, but maybe a few goals in this one, which is why I'm going to give it a 2-2 draw in this one. Liverpool haven't been the best, because they did draw to Everton, and then they did have to try and build it up, and then beat Crystal Palace 4-0. But then we'll have to see what happens in this one. City have played a game more than them, but I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. That's my score prediction. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share the content. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.